Hey guys, Profe Pablo here, Spanish teacher turned Minecraft engineer, here in the world where I'm making a farm for everything. And guys, I need some XP, and the best XP farm right now, in my opinion, is a gold farm. So today we are going to make a gold farm. Based on popular demand, we are going to make the one portal gold farm. Actually took a vote on my channel, and that's what you guys said. At some point I'll make a video for a quad portal gold farm, but we're not doing that today. The one portal gold farm is very simple to make. I actually already made it in this world, look, as you can see. But I wasn't happy with the video, so I tore the whole thing down and decided to start over. So the first thing I would suggest doing when making a gold farm is first set up your coordinates, because I don't want my gold farm portal linking to my other portals to the nether. So what I did is I came over here, kind of a little ways away from my other portals. I'm at 160 and negative 40 for my X and Z coordinates. I divide 160 by 8, I get 20. I divide negative 40 by 8, I get negative 5. So I need to build a portal in the nether at those coordinates, which I've already built in the nether right there. So this portal is going to link to the portal that I turn off and on in the overworld, so I don't have to worry about it linking up to my other portals. The first thing we are going to set up in this gold farm is some sort of organizational system in the back. Let's go ahead and do that. So this is where my portal needs to be, and I'm going to come back a couple of blocks and place down a dropper facing up like that. Then I'm going to put a hopper going into that dropper and a hopper going into that hopper, just like that. And then back here, I'm actually going to create a storage silo, but I need an item elevator. So to make that, I'm going to build up here as high as I want my items to go. That's probably good. And I put those blocks on top of the dropper. The next blocks I need to put on top of this hopper right here. Then I put some blocks on this side, some blocks on this side, and lastly, some blocks on this side. Okay, now I'm up here at the top. I'm actually going to break this block, and this is where the items will eventually pop out. Okay, then what I'm going to do is place a couple blocks away from my item elevator. I'm going to place a dropper. I'm actually going to pick a side and face it pointing to the side. Then I'm going to put a hopper going into that dropper. And then what I'm going to do is place a chest here and make that a double chest. Then I'm going to put a hopper going into that chest from the side like this. Okay, so I have something that looks like this with this hopper going into this chest. And then I'm going to place a double chest on top of that hopper, and then a hopper going into that chest. And I'm going to continue this pattern as high as I want my silo to go. Now I'm going to place a trough coming back this way, just like this. Then I'll need a bucket of water just like that. And so when the items pop out here, they are going to go down into my storage silo. Just like this. We're going to deal with the rest of the storage silo in just a minute. Now let's build the actual gold farm. So I'm going to build up a platform here so I can stand. On top of this hopper, I'm going to place a slab just like that. Then I'm going to build up a row of blocks to the level of the hopper. Then I'm going to pick a side and come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to bring this back wall that connects to my storage silo, but is also part of the columns that I need to extend. I'm going to bring that up to 15. And then I'm going to do that for all of these blocks that surround this slab. There's no magical number with 15. It just gives them a little bit of fall damage so they're easier to kill after they fall. Okay, so now we are going to extend this out on the sides, coming out 8 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be 9 blocks total to the whole. Yep. So I'm going to put this as a back wall to remind me. Now I'm going to extend this row this way with a back wall. Do the same thing over here. And then mirror this on the other side. Then I'm going to come over here, place a block here on one of the sides, and build a wall all the way around this build. And then I'm going to make that wall 2 blocks high. Okay, now coming to one side of the build, I'm going to build across a row of obsidian right down the middle of this build. Just like that. Then I'm going to build up 20 blocks. I'm going to do the same thing over here on the other side. And then I'm going to build across using obsidian, making a giant portal. Just like this. Now I'm going to come to one side of the portal. It's going to be one of the top corners. And I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Okay, good. And then I'm using a non-flammable block here. And I'm going to build out 8 blocks. And that's coming forward to the middle of the portal. Then I'm going to build 1 block back and then come around, kind of making a trough area here. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my observers and place them pointing out like that. All the way down. Except for this last one, I'm going to point the opposite direction. That's going to create a big repeater clock. Now in front of every observer, I'm going to place a trap door and open it so that it opens towards the portal. Then I'm going to build up a wall here. And let me explain to you what's going to happen here. I'm going to place lava here in the middle of these observers. The observers update the lava as the clock repeats itself. The lava catches the trapdoors on fire, but you don't see it. And because they are on fire, they light up the portal. I really hope this is a mechanic that Mojang never changes. So I'm going to lay a lava bucket right here. As you can see, the portal lit up. And just to be safe, I'm going to build up 1 more row of blocks. And I can even put those on top of the trapdoors, but not on top of the lava. And I ran out of blocks, so I'll just leave it like that. Okay, now I'm going to temporarily break this right here to turn off the portal. I'm going to kind of build this out here so that I have a way to get around my portal. I'm going to place a temporary block there. Then I'm going to come behind this block and build out 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. I'm going to place a dispenser facing the portal like that, right behind this block. Then I'm going to build up here with some blocks. I made a T just like that. I'm going to break that. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Then I'm going to place a redstone torch here, a repeater pointing out like that, and redstone dust back here. That creates a repeater clock. Then I'm going to throw a bucket of water in here, and then I'm going to place a lever on this dispenser and turn it off. What that lever does is turns off and on your farm. We could extend that lever down to the floor, but I'm going to be lazy and just build scaffolding up here to turn it off and on. Okay, and now I'm going to place a water bucket here in this corner, and then I'm going to place a water bucket here, then grab from the middle, because that's infinite water now. Place a bucket here, and place a bucket over here in this far corner. So basically, I have streams of water pushing all the piglins over here to this hole. Some will get stuck here, but they'll eventually make their way down the hole. Okay, so that's it for the top portion. Let's go down and work at our bottom portion. I'm going to build a platform here just to give me a place to stand. And then I can break this block. And as you can see, I can see the piglins right there. And I can hit them, they will die. I get XP, and their loot goes over here. I'm having to break a block over here to this droppers where all their loot's going to go. So what I'm going to do is place an observer facing in, and then place an observer facing out, creating a repeater clock, causing that dropper to constantly go off, forcing everything down this way. Now let's go ahead and test it and make sure everything works okay. Okay, I'm gonna break that temporary block, replace it here. It turns on my portal, and let's flip the switch so it turns the portal off and on. And yeah, we're getting zombified piglins. They're gonna fall down that hole in just a second. Okay, and here I can kill them, get my XP. Stuff should be going up the item elevator. We'll see if it makes its way down here. And it is, perfect. All right, let me move this over to the other side. Okay, I can come up here, flip it off and on. All right, now let's talk about organization really quickly. As you can see, our dropper is filled up. I'm sure this hopper has. Chest is starting to fill up, and it's all filling up with these stinking golden swords. Now, some people like to smelt these down. I thought that was a great idea when XP farms worked with smelters, but they don't anymore. So I just want to get rid of them. Okay, so to get rid of them, what we were going to do is kind of build out here a little hole. I'm going to fill in that hole. I'm going to break this, come up one more row just like that, place lava down there. And what I'm going to do back here is do another repeater clock, an observer facing in, an observer facing out, and crouch, place down a lever, turn it off. So basically what's going to happen is I can go through these chests and kind of pull out the stuff I want, and then whatever's left, like the swords or whatever, I just flip this on and it creates a flushing system, throwing everything into the lava. Alright guys, as promised, I have a couple of fixes before we end this video. Up here at the front, I've noticed that it's more productive to crouch and place a hopper there, and then place a slab here. And that way, stuff doesn't go into your inventory or your hotbar. It goes back into the storage silo, just like this. You still get the XP, it's all good. And the last thing is, I want to keep piglins from getting stuck, so I have an idea that I'm going to try. All right, so as you can see, our piglins are getting stuck here pretty bad. We got to fix this. So I'm going to come on these blocks, dig a couple blocks down, do the same thing over here. And all I'm going to do is put a block here and kind of build up around that block. Just like this, I'm just making a trough. I definitely want to put a button here so water doesn't go any further than there. I'm going to put water back here in just a minute. Hello, friend. Let's just move you that way. All right, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing over here, but my floor's already built. So I just need to do this. I'm going to build this up as well. All right, I'm going to put a bucket of water here first. Oh, no! Oh, this could be bad. I could die right here. All right, do I hit them? I feel like I got incredibly lucky. Okay, and I'm going to put one over here on this side. Just going to go ahead and drop myself down. All right, let's turn this thing on, see if that works any better. All right, and as you can see, the pigs are doing a lot better, not getting stuck. This is great. I hope you guys enjoyed this gold farm build, and as always, thanks for watching.